crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino can.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chipapi man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
From past or present WNBA players, who is your all-time starting five?
Ooh, past, present. Okay, I gotta have Coach Staley as my PG. We have like Diana Taurasi at my 2, Lisa Leslie at my 5, Stewie at my 3, and then like Candace Parker at my 4. I think that's a legit squad.
That is a good. What? What?
That's it. I'm just thinking about how like we could be really good. That's a big team.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." And Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at Utah, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Suns, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And right now for Phoenix, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Now the pass to Ayton. Inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Ayton's got his second basket.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Passes it to Ayton. The dish to Booker. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
On the wing, Booker. Nailed from three-point land.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
Here's Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
To the inside. It's deflected. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rubio, the pass to Booker. And it's good for 2. Booker's got 5 now.
And if Booker has the defense on him inside, he can still deliver. He doesn't let that get to him.
And he makes that one.
He can't miss.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Rubio, the pass to Booker. Now here's Saric. Oubre outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Free throw good, Booker.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the evening. no good. Bogdanovich.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
The shot by Sharch, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 7. Count it.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Now Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 16.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Sharch dishes to Oubre. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. The Jazz go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Make a way to make it. Love the way you looking. Got to be joking. Where in the did you think you were going? Holding and packing your clothes like you ain't know I was gonna fold it. Full of your emotion. Beautiful, heaven so woman. You don't know, let me know, let me in your heart. Don't you dare forget me. I'm your fan, down posters on my walls inside my head. Yeah, I'm your fan.
Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. Kelly Oubre, 3rd.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, if you don't have great shot blocking ability, you can make up with it with physical play and great timing. They can climb the ladder when they need to defend shots like that.
Baseline J on the way. Some solid defense from Sharch. Suns trail by 10. Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. 11 points for Devin Booker.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Conley inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Rubio misses. Jazz leading by 9. Conley into the lane. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Sharch. Kicks it to Booker. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Sharch, that's good.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Mitchell. No good from outside. Suns trail by 9. Oubre finds Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
At the line.
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gobert finds Ingles. Over Bridges. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The pass to Baines. The 3. Ingles with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Lets it go from 14. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rubio looking it over. Baines off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Rubio. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Beyond the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Some changes for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Davis is checked in for Utah. Carter, the pass to Baines. Mudiay brings the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Clarkson against Booker. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Davis. And Utah again with the bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Timeout called, the Suns. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league. And now a quick review at the numbers for Kaminsky. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And Baines kicks to Bridges. Pass to Baines. Here's Kaminsky. And it's in there.
Kaminsky!
Utah leading by 18. Ingles finds Gobert. They get it back. Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Well, the defender underestimates Davis's length there, and trust me, easy to do. Sends him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Davis.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Offensive rebound, Kaminsky. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Suns third.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And Utah again with the bucket.
Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he can be dangerous.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second. Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Suns have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Ingles can't get it to go. Suns trail by 19. Here's Jerome. Pass to Bridges. The 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Admire the pull-up jumper there. Moutier improving at knowing when to shoot off the dribble.
And there's the pass to Kaminsky. 32 seconds left in the first. For 3, Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the 3-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Over Davis. Kaminsky misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Jazz lead by 18. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
They don't have enough.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier. Then there's Davis, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Utah again with the bucket.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Right wing from past the arc. And it's Baines missing. Jazz leading by 22. Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Johnson's got his first basket. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Count that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
From downtown, and Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Kept alive, Johnson. They shoot again, and the layup is good. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Just playing with poise and confidence, man, they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Carter outside. Back to Kaminsky. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. With some arc, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Suns. And Utah with a change here, too. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
Bogdanovich against Rubio. Here's the floater. Kaminsky misses. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Stolen by Conley. Davis drives in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. first free throw is good. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Oubre comes in for Johnson. And it's Devin Booker in for Carter. And both free throws good for Davis.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Oubre on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. Passes it to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rubio. Good on the triple.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Here's Mitchell. Good on the baseline J. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Doubled by Conley. Rubio finds Saric. Back to Rubio. Bogdanovich against Saric. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Good work there as it goes.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
The Jazz have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And he makes both free throws.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Booker outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mitchell's got 24. The Suns have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Saric outside. Here's Oubre. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Mitchell. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 28 points for him.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Saric outside. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Utah ball.
Bridges, he's checked in for Sharch. And Utah also making a switch. Gobert's checked in. Here's Mitchell. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Assisted by
Mitchell's got 30.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Over Booker. Gobert trying to get open. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Pass to Bridges. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
The Suns shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it to Oubre. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Jazz call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage to maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's a look at some numbers for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now the pass to Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And nothing is falling for him right now. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. With 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Oubre on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Here's O'Neal. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. O'Neal's got his second bucket tonight.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Got that one up quick. And it's 8 points for Kelly Oubre.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Goes to Michael Conley.
And for the Suns, they're shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. And here's Rubio. Passes to Oubre. This one for three. Gobert pulls it in. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. To the inside, releases. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
And the first one at the line is good.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. And Conley drops them both. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said laying his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Count it, good. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Show of confidence right now from Jordan Clarkson and his jump shot.
Pass to Baines. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Jerome passes to Baines. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Jerome. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Baseline try. Another shot. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. 11 points in the game.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The pass to Jerome. There's the three. The shot that time, not on target. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 32 points and 1 assist. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
It was just Donovan Mitchell imposing his will. Physically gifted, coachable, and the man works tirelessly. So much heart in this game.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow a way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
You broke.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
Passes it to Ayton. He kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bogdanovich. And he overshot that one, missing. Utah has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Again, the Jazz score.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
Saric has the open look. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 8th assist in the game.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Booker in the corner. Tries to keep it alive, but they get it back. Six to shoot. Oubre outside. Over O'Neal. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 10.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
16 feet away, and there's another one for the Jazz.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Saric passes to Rubio. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He has 5.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker, and he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 27.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Mitchell. Good D by Booker.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Puts it up from 12. They get it back. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
The Suns shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for the Jazz.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
That'll be a 5-second call. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Second, Ricky Rubio.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
Those are some of the best basketball minds in the NBA. The way they think the game out there is remarkable. Always several steps ahead of the defense, finding the right angles, the right openings, and making one unbelievable play after another.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Saric. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Saric, 2 points.
Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Saric off the left rim and out.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 8th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
To the paint, here's Rubio. Banked in off the glass. Rubio's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Poked away. Pass to Rubio. Now here's Ayton. Defended by Moutier. Now Saric jacks up a three. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Devin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Phoenix calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, nah. Right, I like the life I built. From West Side 60, I might got standing so tall, they think I might got stilts. Legendary baller like Mike, like Wilt. 96 Impala on wheels. Up against the wall, at Fox Hills. Like a boss asked me how I feel. Successful street, touching them first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice.
So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Oubre, and it's Carter in for Devin Booker. And Utah also making a switch. Davis is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Rubio against Bogdanovich. Rubio misses.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
And the Jazz call time here.
I know how them can see, yeah. Couldn't believe it when you told them you was leaving, yeah. When you put them Cinderellas on your feet, yeah. When you shining kinda hard to beat the street, yeah. I'm gonna put you on vacation, get some leisure. Hey. Me through the darkness and through the peak, you help my heart each and every beat. And check on me when I ain't wanna eat it. Help me tight when the game on tweak, yeah. Hard times, do you make it look easy?
look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Rubio.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
Here's Kaminsky. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Kaminsky's got 6.
A defensive mindset has to maybe get to the mid-range. They didn't do a good job pressuring the shooter on that possession.
The shot missing, and Utah the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The pass to Rubio. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Johnson with the stuff.
Johnson! Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Moutier with the basket.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Rubio with a wide open look and a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gobert can't hit. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Carter dishes to Šarić. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And finished off by Kaminsky.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Carter looking around. Lets a floater go. And that one is off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Utah's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Bogdanović passes to Gobert. Over Šarić, and Gobert with the basket on the assist from Bogdanović. Bogdanović has got 3 assists tonight. Inside, here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Utah calls timeout.
And now, your Sun Dancers!
Making substitutions here. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. So it's the Jazz now. Here's Moutier. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Moutier's got 8 points in the quarter.
Gotta love how assured Moutier is looking out there. He's taking advantage of every open look he's getting.
Pass to Kaminsky. And here is Johnson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got 9.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Johnson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Jerome.
Here's Moutier. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Yes, that goes in. Moutier dishes to Gobert. On the wing, the basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Rudy Gobert.
Moutier's got 4 assists in the game. The Suns squad struggling. To the paint, here's Baines. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Kaminsky kicks to Johnson. Carter outside, from outside the arc. Goes back up, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Utah. For Phoenix, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. That one misses. Utah's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Shoots from the baseline. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jerome passes to Johnson, kicks it to Bridges, out to the right wing. Here's Jerome, trying to get open as Johnson.
Jerome! Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Back to Carter. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Jerome passes to Baines. Here's Bridges. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bridges has got 10 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Moutier with the basket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Jerome, defended by Moutier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Phoenix. Oubre comes in for Johnson, and it's Booker in for Carter. Then for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Davis, and it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. .32 seconds left in the third. Here's Mitchell, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed. And that's 36 points for Donovan Mitchell. Suns shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. There's the pass to Booker. Here's Baines. To the inside, Jerome. Boom, he jams it straight down.
and a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And, yes, it's good.
Well, got into the paint and then smelled that he was around the rim and got it done.
Booker looking around. Misses. And so it's Utah, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Williams-Goss. Joe Ingles is out there with Bradley. And it's Niang in at the power forward.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
The Suns making a switch here. Okobo's checked in. Here's Niang, shoots over Bridges, and Utah again with the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Shots good by Baines.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Niang kicks to Bradley, fires from the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Passes it to Baines, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, and for the game with the Mavericks, you know they're going to be amped up for that one, and they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Eli Okobo. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. So it's Utah now. Here's Tucker. Baines with the block. Oubre, no one around him. Here's Bridges, and it's blocked by Bradley. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. It's blocked. Here's Okobo. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Down low. Here's Bridges, and he banks in the layup.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Tucker. Plays it up and banks it in.
Assist from Nigel Williams-Goss.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Jerome from the arc. Oubre can't get it to go.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre. So people talk about a player's mileage limit. Do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Kaminsky comes in for Aaron Baines, and Diallo subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Oubre with it. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the Suns get it back. Can't hit that one.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Oubre can get up there, and that time brought his tool belt and got out the hammer.
And here's Ingles outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Jerome. Here's Oubre. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter. Jazz have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And that one drops. Jerome's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Diallo.
So it's Utah now. Here's Ingles. Kept alive. Fade away. And it's in off the backboard.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead. Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Utah calls timeout. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league? Right. As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Utah's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And it's wide right, hits off the rim. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Releases. Second shot opportunity. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 30 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
The offensive rebound, Gobert. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Ayton throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Terrific instincts on offense. Love how Conley lets the game come to him naturally.
Oubre on the wing. And that one hits back iron. Jazz leading by 23. Baseline try. Rubio with the rebound. Oubre, right side. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's now 17 points for Kelly Oubre. The Jazz shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Mitchell, that one good for 2.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
And Ayton throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Jazz shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Scooped up. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the Suns call time here. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success
shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Conley against Rubio. Pass to Oubre. Teardrop shot. He's off on that one, so Utah will take it the other way. Conley into the lane. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Booker against Mitchell. Charge outside. No one near him. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. Jazz leading by 23 from the baseline. And there's another one for the Jazz.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 6 assists in the game. Utah calls timeout. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Several teams changing it up here. Jazz leading by 23. Baseline jumper. Conley's shot is off. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Rubio. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Trying more and more to utilize the 3-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Conley, that one wide left. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. Johnson outside. And the pass to Ayton. Here's a Kobo. Ingles covering. 5 on the clock. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Lets it go from the wing. They get it again.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Mitchell's shot is good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Conley, and there's another one for the Jazz. Suns trail by 20. Pass to Diallo. He dishes it to Johnson. Kicks it out to Rubio. Another shot. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And it's a Kobo missing. Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Diallo, no good. Lets it go. No good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.